It's the Diamond K Show.
So much going on in the world. You talk about things from the perspective of how it is. DJ Diamond K, sometimes it comes off like you are almost not in support of, but you just accept the way things are and there's no chance of change. Check me out on YouTube. That's the part that I am just like,
OnFireTV.com.
Looking for food that feeds your soul? Hoodfellas Bistro and Catering is your local African-American-owned restaurant offering American cuisine. Located across from the courthouse, we offer daily jury specials to reward civic duty. Enjoy our full-service restaurant and fully stocked bar. Dine in, pick up, delivery, and catering. Our themed happy hours feature live music, handcrafted drinks, and weekly specials. Book your private event at hoodfellowsbistrocatering.com.
You're watching OnFire-TV.com, featuring news, interviews, and entertainment. Broadcasting from Radio On Fire Studios in Baltimore, Maryland, here's your host, Diamond K.
Welcome back. You man Diamond K in here, of course. The Diamond K Show on Fire-TV.com. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining me. All of that. Glad to be here. We got to talk about it. Prime time. My man, Prime Time Deion Sanders shocked the entire footballing community after announcing his decision to leave Jackson State University. A lot of people got a lot to say about it. I hear people throwing out some names. They're throwing out Sellout. They saying all kind of stuff about my man, Prime Time Deion Sanders. And Deion Sanders, if you are of a certain age, Deion Sanders, I'm telling you, Deion Sanders was the man. And Deion Sanders still is the man. How's it going? Deion Sanders is still the man. I've been seeing talks online. Of course, folks can join me on the program. If you want to come on the screen, you can, there's a way you can do that as well. On Fire-TV.com, we have a link. Let me put the link up. If you are watching us live, you put this link up. You copy and paste this link right here, and your camera can be on or off. You can join the show if that's what you want to do. So it makes a lot of sense that Deion Sanders left Jackson State to go to Colorado. From the standpoint of money. When you're talking about money, it made financial sense for him to do it. Big money. Now, you can also say that the fact that it was big money in him leaving the HBCU as opposed to staying, that's actually the sad part. Some people can have that view. I talked with my mother about this earlier. And my mother, she thinks that Deion Sanders should have stayed or should have gone to another HBCU. So my mother thinks that Deion Sanders, a high-profile coach like him, is more beneficial at an HBCU. And a lot of people feel like that. So Colorado announced Saturday that Deion Sanders, a.k.a. Coach Prime, a.k.a. Prime Time, who, according to Anscape.com, brought equal parts Bishop T.D. Jakes and Gucci Man to football coaching. But he's now going to Colorado. What's up, 410 Maine? That's my man. He says facts. He is now going to Colorado, not an HBCU. So Deion Sanders leaving a historically black university, Jackson State. He had 3 electric seasons, brought attention, brought some relevance to HBCU sports that had not been there in years. Folks were getting excited again. You remember when Steve McNair was a quarterback 30 years ago, right? it was definitely exciting time then, and it's exciting now. Deion Sanders went 27-5, 3 seasons, including a 12-0 season this year, leading up to the Celebration Bowl, which is December 17th. He intercepted 5-star recruits. Got some players that were probably going to predominantly white schools, but got them to go to HBCUs just because he has a successful program, just because, somebody's mother. So kids that are in college now, their parents are like my age, and they know Deion Sanders. And, if I could have my child, my football playing child, go to the university where Deion Sanders is coaching, oh, yeah, I would do it. I'd do it in a New York minute. So definitely the high-profile nature of Deion Sanders helped Jackson State. His style, he's hip-hop. His whole style helped elevate the players. 410 Maine bringing up the fact that Colorado is 1-11. And he is taking his son to be the quarterback. I'll tell you what, though. I'm not mad at Deion Sanders for going to Colorado. Because here's the thing. Deion Sanders' end goal is to coach a team in the NFL. He's on a path. He's on a path to get there, right? HBCUs, he's going to a PWI, predominantly white institution, and I think he's going to have success in Colorado. I think he's going to go to the NFL. Now, some people are saying that Deion Sanders should stay at HBCU. Yes, he elevated. I say that he elevated HBCU sports programs. Right? Many people want to buy his hat. Sanders revived hopes that black colleges could hold on to the spotlight that they deserve. Yes, HBCUs deserve this spotlight. And somebody like Deion Sanders helped revive that. Hey, what's up, Bree? Yes, he definitely helped revive that. Deion Sanders. He made people believe that black schools could once again produce some of the greatest players to touch a football. Because a lot of times what happens is that our players, black players, go to other universities, go to predominantly white universities, right? So I don't fault Deion Sanders for leaving. I don't. His end goal is to play in the NFL, so it's a pathway. Now, he elevated HBCUs, he revived it, and now, to me, it's up to the next crop of our coaches to take the baton and now do their thing. Why does he have to stay? Why does he have to stay? Why can't he stayed for 3 seasons? Why can't he go to the next and achieve the next goal? His next goal is to get to the NFL, and he's on the pathway to do that. His leaving opens up the opportunity for another coach to come, follow the blueprint. Yeah, they may not be of the fame of Deion Sanders. The next coach may not be that, and it may not have that same impact. It may not, but it does not have to. We don't have to say, HBCUs and sports are done now that Deion Sanders is gone. Plain as Jane on Instagram says, he never pledged to work and retire there. Absolutely. She's right. I think some folks are hurt, but they don't need to drag the man. You're absolutely right. Plain as Jane. Love her. She's absolutely right. You can be hurt. You can be in your feelings. But why are they calling him a sellout? Right? This is a business move. I think it was Luther Campbell was talking about the money that is in HBCU sports. It needs to be more money there for the coaches. And he was talking about the sponsorship opportunities that need to be increased so they can pay their coaches better in historically black universities. I agree with that as well. But I can't fault Deion Sanders for making a business decision. He's going to turn this losing, sports program in Colorado around. I say. Colorado has only had 2 winning seasons since 2005. Since 2005, the Colorado Buffaloes have only had 2 winning seasons. This season, they were horrible. 1-11? So it's a challenge. It's not like he went to a winning team. He's going to the bottom of the barrel. I grew up watching Deion Sanders be primetime. Right? So it is unfortunate that only 2% of the 36,000 students at Colorado are black. Now, me and my mother, as I said, we were talking about it as I was driving into the office today. And she said, she brought up a lot of good points, but she said that Deion Sanders has got a really tough job ahead of him because he's not going to be able to talk to the students the same way that he talked to the students in Jackson. The language is going to be different. Yeah, he's going to bring some black players there, but it's going to be different. But Deion Sanders going to Colorado is going to bring more black students there. We cannot sit here and act like we thought that Deion Sanders would never leave. Yo, what's going on? What's going on? We can't say that we thought Deion Sanders was never going to leave. We do need more black coaches to compete with the Nick Sabans and the Jim Harbaughs. We need more black coaches. We need more. Many anticipated as soon as Florida State had another 5-7 season, Deion Sanders would be hired as the coach of his alma mater. Now, if not them, there were a range of other options. But this came down to money. And, I don't know. I get that folks are in their feelings about it. Yeah, theme music is definitely going to change for what Ovade. I get the folks in their feelings. I just think that Deion Sanders has done so much. We can't throw this man under the bus. We can't call this man a sellout because he made a business move. He has put people in position. He's put people in position. Now, the fact that Colorado, with such a dismal football program, a doormat of a team, had the money to pull in prime time, I mean, that's something right there. That's something right there. Avery, go to the YouTube or go to On Fire TV. I want to bring you up on the main screen. And click the link. Click the link right. I mean, copy that link right there. I really want to bring you up on the screen over there on the main feed. So it really sends a message that a lousy program at a predominantly white school is a better option than the leading best black one. Yeah, that's not cool. I get that. And I understand that. We have got to change this mindset that other things that are not black are better. That means that you're elevating. We have to change that mindset. But that did not start nor stop with Deion Sanders. It did not. So, that is something. There's a lot of things. When folks say I want the best and the finest things in life, they are usually talking about something that was made by a white person. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do, but it does not all start and stop with Deion Sanders and the decisions that he makes. Now, I understand the feelings are amplified. I understand that the feelings are amplified, and folks are not feeling prime time right now. But there's so much. If you go back to America's very reluctant integration, very reluctant. They did not want to integrate back in the day before we were all born. They didn't want to integrate. Black talent, resources, all have been systemically transferred from our institutions to white ones. So the result at black colleges, newspapers, law firms, record labels, doctors, you name it, is less black community self-sufficiency and more of this false perception that black and black-led businesses are second rate. Now, we got to lose that mindset. But as I said, that does not start and stop with Deion Sanders. Now, it is part of a bigger issue that we think that our stuff is second rate and the white man stuff, oh, that's cream of the crop. We got to change that. We got to change that. Avery in the building, what's going on?
What's going on, man?
You the man. I'm up here on my soapbox as usual. So you think that prime time is he selling out?
Why are he selling out? Because he going for a better opportunity in life?
Well, that's how some people think.
No, that's nigga shit. And that's niggas' problems now. Niggas always thinking you ain't never supposed to elevate on, you ain't never supposed to move on because, quote unquote, you for the people. Niggas ain't even for niggas. So how the fuck you gonna be for the people? Like, niggas always want to pick and choose when they want to say somebody's selling out or they ain't being for the people. Yeah. He did more in Jackson State than motherfuckers in Jackson State than did for Jackson State. So
he did a lot. He did a lot.
That be in the comments, like y'all talking all this shit, but y'all ain't even donating. That man gave away half of his fucking salary just to better their fucking facility there.
Yeah.
And he still owed him $500,000 for getting out of his contract.
Yeah, I think it's a business move long term because he wants to be a coach in the NFL.
Yeah, and he ain't gonna make it to a coach in the NFL standing at no fucking Jackson State because ain't nobody in Jackson State. They ain't even on fucking TV.
Right. That's true.
That's like being at a job and they offer you a position, and the only way you can get up is if you move in the county. And it's like, oh, if I leave the city, I ain't a nigga no more. No,
right. You're not down no more.
Yeah, you just a nigga in the county now. The fuck ain't no difference if you still gonna be a nigga at the end of the day. Like it don't. And then at the end, what they got fail to realize, that man number one obligation is to himself, his kids, and his family. He don't owe anybody else shit.
Yeah, but I mean, I get that, but I also think that he has done so much already.
Yeah, he in 3 years he done did what somebody couldn't do in 30. That's not him.
Yeah.
So what he about to do? What he about to do over in Colorado is more resources, better equipment. Then you got to think. People with money, not everybody was comfortable to come to Jackson State because of where they at. They'll go to Colorado though, so he'll be able to bring more money in. He'll be able to recruit better players.
And I think he's going to turn that program around too.
Of course. That's why they ready to get this man like $30 million that they don't even have right now.
Yeah, but when prime time turns that team around, they're gonna really have the money. It's gonna change. It's gonna change everything.
The guy just did an interview today, the one that wanted him to come over. He said, "Look, we don't even have the money for him right now, but before he start, we'll have it." So this man calling on whoever he need to call on to make sure they get this man money.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, it's like if he gonna make it as an NFL coach, in which we need more black NFL coaches, he had to make that move.
Definitely.
Then you got to think his son crushing shit at the QB level, but he wasn't gonna go first round coming from there,
right?
Because he ain't getting really no only if it wasn't for his father being who his father is, he could still put up them same numbers, but he wouldn't get the exposure because nobody is watching HBCU sports on TV.
Yeah,
it's like
that's the part that needs to change.
Yeah, it's true. They need to get a channel on ESPN or something. That part need to change, but then at the same time, you gotta think they just got to deal with Under Armour. That deal not going away. That shit's still in place at the school.
Right.
Under Armour still gonna be on their jerseys and all that. They didn't have that. They just got that.
Correct. And they got that because of the success that they've had working, with primetime there.
It's like this. Even black, it's really the problem is really black people. And it start with your own family. You'll have somebody in your family that you know can do better if they leave or if they go away for a little bit. But because you don't want to miss a motherfucker or you don't want to see a motherfucker a few steps ahead of you, you'll try to talk them out of leaving them, or when they decide to go, damn, that nigga sold out on niggas. He don't fuck with niggas no more. Or when niggas make it and they don't come back to the hood and get niggas their money. For what?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That happens. That happens.
And what book do it say you supposed to come back and give a nigga your money that you put the work in to make? That's like a motherfucker working all week and taking a check home and letting another motherfucker decide what to do with it.
Wow.
What sense do that make?
Yeah, that when you look at it like that, that makes no sense. It's just that, a lot of folks are frustrated because black teams are the launching pad, but not the destination. And people just passing through.
And then they want to keep talking about, HBCU that. The motherfucking schools is expensive as shit to go to. So that's that. You lower the motherfucking prices, you probably get a couple more people willing to go there.
Well,
ain't too many full rides coming out of no HBCU as far as them paying for everything.
That's true.
Motherfuckers can live in state and still can't afford to go there because it's so expensive. But you can.
I also think that there's a bigger. There's so many. There's so many milestones that he's trying to reach. Right. He wants to be a competitor at the highest level. No black coach has ever won a national college football championship before. Now, maybe Deion Sanders could do that.
If he don't do it this year, this upcoming football season, by the next one, it's gonna get done.
Yeah. Now that would be impossible at Jackson State.
Yeah. When you see the team, when you see the coaching staff he about to put together, some of these coaches he about to bring in now, he couldn't bring to Jackson State because everybody not willing to take a pay cut for their skill.
Right.
That's like a doctor to work for fucking free.
Yeah, HBCUs are definitely underfunded and struggle to have, just regular stuff that's probably the standard at some of these white institutions. But, HBCUs are struggling just to get it.
And then it's like when they do find, and it's like it ain't even the fact that they wanted Deion. They just like the attention that he brought. That's all it be for black people, attention. As long as you can bring attention, you bringing the celebrities, we seeing the rappers come through, you bringing money down here. Like, that's all they really wanted.
Right.
They ain't really want to put no work in. How many of y'all was really going to help that man get them kids up in them hotels when the water shit was fucked up?
Yeah.
Y'all figure, that's Deion. He'll figure it out. So
I mean, you could probably bet that he's not going to be mowing his own field at Colorado.
Hell no. Doing he ain't gonna have to do because he wasn't supposed to do in the first place. But because it was a big admission for him, he just did it.
Yeah.
It's just people be wanting you to stay complacent. That's the problem now. That's why the black community don't never be successful because they so busy getting stuck.
Yeah, so they stuck. I mean, the money is very hard to ignore. So
it's like 33 million compared to 30 million.
Yeah, so he's gonna make 5 million per year with incentives. And he could end up with an extra 2 million per year. And for the term of the deal, he got 300,000 per year at Jackson State.
And he ain't even get the whole 300,000 because
Right.
he gave half of the salary away.
Right.
So he was out here working like a fucking Catholic high school coach for real. And still was making shit happen. So
I think that people also not looking at the fact that he's going to open some things up, and this is going to probably create other opportunities for other black coaches to make even more money.
Yeah, and then you gotta think you can only do shit with limited resources. There's only so much you can do with limited resources.
Right.
Only but so much money was going to come to Mississippi.
Yeah, that's true.
They weren't going to get that much.
Well, I'm thinking that Colorado can probably run the table in the weak West and sneak into a national title contention.
Man, look what they did. Even though Russell Wilson fucking up, look at the money they gave him.
Oh yeah,
the money is there. The people is there. It's a different eye out there. Shit, look, Peyton Manning took his ass to Colorado.
Well, this is one of the things though that some people are upset about. So Sanders got some top recruits who normally would not have signed with a SWAC team because they wanted to play for Coach Prime.
Right.
And now that Coach Prime is not there, those elite recruits are going to be gone.
Yeah, but they going with him. That's the part.
Yeah.
That's the part that people don't know. And then the players that he not going to take with him, he putting them back in the recruiting pool to get them to go other places. Yeah. All it takes is a reference. All it takes is him to pick a phone up and them kids is gone. So it ain't like he leaving them high and dry. He even said, we going to help y'all to make sure that it's done right so that y'all ain't screwed over. Everybody thinking, oh, he just left the kids. He got them to come there to do that.
That's how people saying it, yeah.
But not really looking at, okay, he had to get him to come to Jackson State because he had to accomplish what he had to accomplish there to get them to Colorado because the offer wasn't on the table yet. Once the offer came on the table, now he can take the ones that he wanted to take from there and then go over. Everybody just thinking, oh, it's just his sons. That's not it. The wide receiver, the young boy Hunter going with him. There's a couple other players that's going with him. There's a couple coaches that's going with him. Some of them he leaving in Jackson State, but most of them people was coming with him.
Yeah, that's true. So Saturday after Jackson State beat Southern for the SWAC title, he gathered his players and told them that the rumors were true. And, he said that it was not about the money and that he's been making money for a long time. And he said that it's about maintaining black representation as other coaches are fired. And
let's understand something so people know. Take away football. Deion Sanders played on 4 baseball teams. We all know baseball pays money. So it ain't about the money. That man got money, going to die with money, kids straight. The other kids he take care of straight. It ain't about the money, like he said. It ain't enough for us in corporate positions or them next level positions, and that's where he trying to reach. That's where he trying to open the doors up to. Because you got to think, once he leave Colorado, he can recommend for his replacement to be such and such. And because he been brought to school money and success, you're not really gonna get nobody to turn their back on them.
Oh, definitely.
And then you got to think. Then once you start going over into the NFL level, and it's like, all right, now you got Deion Sanders as a head coach in the NFL, because it's gonna happen probably in after that 5-year contract, depending on his success. If he do good in the first 2 or 3, they might just hit him up and say, look, you can go ahead, scrap the rest of that contract, we'll pay it out for you, but we want you to come here because the Browns some shit and we need you to turn them around. Or
that's true. That's absolutely right. That could happen.
The Lions ain't cutting it. It's no doubt on when he gonna go to the next level, and he should be held back because of what? So he don't sell out?
Nah, he definitely should not be held back. I don't think that folks should act like he should be the savior for HBCUs and he got to stay there forever. I think he put in work. I think it's up to the next man at bat to grab the mantle and go and do their thing.
What people got to understand, when you take on a job, that's what he did. He took on a job, whether it was coaching, whatever it was, wherever it was. You don't take on a job and be like, all right, I'm going to do this position for the rest of my life. I'm going to just be here on the bottom level. Because if you got that type of mentality, then you always going to be controlled.
Absolutely.
You should always go into a job trying to figure out how to get to the next level or how to get to the next position or how to get the most money you can out these companies that fucking got it and getting the labor off your back every day.
Yeah.
Because
I agree with that. And like you said, a big part of this is us. You know what I mean? And we got to change our mindset. A big part of this is that.
Yeah, the big part is grown people got to stop thinking they can tell other grown motherfuckers what to do. That's the biggest problem. People was always in other people's fucking business.
Yeah.
Y'all know what that man got going on at home. Y'all don't know what this going to do for him and his family. At the end of the day, what you got going on in your house ain't his problem. It's not his job to take care of your household or to take care of your child, or because the nigga you fuck with want to stay home and play the game all day. It's not his job to help you keep your lights on. That's your situation.
Speaking of situation, shift gears for a minute. Get your thoughts on this before we get out of here. Lamar Jackson now considered week to week with the knee injury. Coach Harbaugh said that today. Of course, Jackson was sacked yesterday in the final play of the first quarter, ruled out for the rest of the game. I think Baltimore is going to lose Lamar Jackson.
Well, let's say this. We don't want to lose Lamar Jackson.
No.
But I think we probably gonna lose Lamar Jackson. Yes, because we not going to pay him the money that he want.
Correct.
And the fact that we not going to pay him the money we want because we don't have the money to pay him what he wants. Because if we give him $300 million guaranteed, we can't pay nobody else.
Well, that's what they did with Flacco. Gave him a whole bunch of money,
and then the whole fucking team was gone after that.
Yeah, absolutely,
and
absolutely.
On that motherfucking ball in the stands, and the fucking fans was catching it.
Well, I don't want to lose Lamar, but I think that most Ravens fans are comfortable with Huntley.
Yeah, because you got to think Huntley throws better than Lamar. Let's
more accurate. He's more accurate, definitely.
Let's talk about the obvious. Lamar is out this bitch. Yes, he run all over.
He's more athletic. Yeah,
he do all that athletic shit, but they starting to catch on to that. So each year that they playing him, they know, all right, we got to keep at least one motherfucker on him. Yeah, he got 700 yards this year, but he ain't really busting it like he was in 2019.
Which is why another reason which you can point to why they don't want to pay him the amount of money that he asking for.
Is why he really not busting is because they try to turn him into a pocket quarterback. instead of keeping him on the move.
Yes, absolutely. That, I don't understand what's so hard about that.
What's so hard?
He's not a pocket passer. Why they can't just let him do his thing? Why they can't just design the plays that showcase what he does best and let him do him?
Because Greg needs to go. Greg Roman,
he definitely needs to go.
He needs to go. But the one thing about them fucking hardballs, they some loyal people. So if you fuck with them, they keep passing these motherfuckers back and forth. They got fucking Greg Roman, they got the defensive coordinator that's scared to fucking blitz. Like, we always been a defensive team and we won't even fucking like, yo, what is y'all like? They don't even do tackle drills no more. You got NFL players out here missing wide open fucking tackles. Get their ass back in practice and have them start tackling some shit, because clearly they didn't forgot how to do it. You got fucking Marlon Humphrey just got what, 90 or $100 million contract getting smoked. They jumping over top his motherfucking head every week.
Baltimore signed Brett Hundley to the practice squad and quarterback, and it is expected that he's going to be elevated to the 53-man roster to serve as Huntley's backup if Jackson is ruled out, which I think is probably going to happen.
Hey, it's you. If you was looking at him before the knee thing even happened, you could already tell he wasn't himself. He had some type of little illness going on.
Yeah,
hamstring injury. It's like he was trying to play through it because he knows, like, he already had in his mind, I turned down this fucking contract. So I gotta come out here and prove myself, which he really ain't got too much to prove because you already did a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
What the fuck they should have been doing is trying to figure out how to help him stop overthrowing these fucking wide open receivers. That's why we keep losing these motherfucking games, because we leaving 3 and 4 touchdowns on the field because he overthrowing niggas that's 60 yards down the field wide the fuck open. And
yeah, he's definitely been doing that.
Granted, Flacco ain't like to get hit, but if he had a motherfucker downfield, he gonna hit him.
Yeah, well, they different players though. They different types of players.
Downfield, Flacco going to hit him. Flacco still hit motherfuckers in New York. He throwing it from Baltimore all the way down New York. Still hit. It's like, and I like Lamar Jackson, but he ain't 300 million guaranteed, because when you put that type of money on players, you taking money away from everybody else.
He's not gonna get it in Baltimore, and I don't think he's gonna get it somewhere else either.
No, and it's like, you gotta think, they just got Raekwon Smith. We can't let him go. We can't let that man go. Our defense is struggling. We got to keep players that's gonna help us take it to the next level. Because if this motherfucker gonna keep overthrowing wide open people, the defense gonna have to do something.
Yeah, absolutely.
At the same time, though, they gotta get him at least a wide receiver. Don't get me wrong, Deshaun Jackson, he caught a 65-yard, but they keep, like, the tall boy that they just brought back. I can't think of his name, but he was the tall. He was like 84 or something in the preseason. Had the dreads.
He was doing his thing in the preseason.
Yeah, they just brought him back. They should have never cut him. He was one of the tallest niggas we had on the team. Y'all let him go.
Yeah,
short motherfuckers.
Yeah. We got to figure that part out. And our secondary is trash. But
they got Stevens out there. He getting burnt every other week. If they want to save some money, they got to let motherfuckers like him go. You got they can keep Peters, because Peters, even though he might get burnt once or twice,
he inconsistent though.
But he more consistent than the rest of these motherfuckers.
Yeah,
they keep him. But
how's it going? Yeah, nah, you're absolutely right. It's so many things that we got to do. I don't know. I'm nervous. We got Pittsburgh on Sunday. Saturday. Oh, that's right. We got flex. Right. Okay. So yeah.
I think we play the Browns this week.
Oh, we played the Browns? I thought we played Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's the Browns, but it got changed to Saturday at 4:30. I don't know why, but man, it is what it is. It's still football, so we're gonna watch.
Let's see this. Hold up. All right, so the Browns. Well, I mean, You worried about the Browns?
No, I ain't never worried about. I mean, I ain't gonna say that. I'm worried about the Ravens. Self. I'm never worried about who we play. I'm worried about how we going to come out and play.
Yeah.
We
you just never know what you're gonna get with us.
I'm trying to tell you, Huntley gonna be warmed up this week, and he gonna come out and do some shit. He gonna come out.
He wasn't. He didn't have a chance to be warmed up. Okay, so all right. So just for the record, so we got Ravens Steelers on Sunday, December 11th, 1 p.m. Ravens and Browns Saturday, December 17th.
Oh, all right. I got the weeks.
4:30.
All right. So but I knew one of them got changed to a Saturday.
Yeah. And we got the Falcons on Christmas Eve, 1 p.m. So schedule been flexed a little bit. This Sunday, Steelers 1 p.m. Next Saturday, 4:30, the Browns, and Christmas Eve, 1 p.m. the Falcons. So all right. So Avery, of course, people can check Avery out normally on the No Filter podcast with Big Bree on Thursdays. So definitely thank you for checking in. We great to get up out of here.
They ain't gonna keep talking about my man Deion like that.
No. I like Deion. I don't think that Deion did anything wrong. I think that he, you got to appreciate the time that he was here, what he put in. And yeah, there's definitely some things we need to get more visibility. HBCUs need more sponsorships, and those are things that the higher ups got to do.
Hey, it's next man up at this point.
It's next man up. I like that. It's next man up. Absolutely.
So anywhere in life, fuck, if Deion would have died the day of tomorrow, they would have had the next man up. So
right.
You gotta look at it like that.
Next man up. I like that. All right. So I see you Thursday.
All right, bro.
All right. Take it easy. Of course, I'll be back here tomorrow, 6 p.m. for the Diamond K Show. And before we get out of here, a couple of things. This Saturday, the Sagittarius Takeover Part 2 goes down. It is the largest birthday celebration of the year for DJ Terry T, Vicky Vic, and DJ Booby. Dougie Fresh is going to be in the building. Goes down at the Patapsco Arena, 3301 Annapolis Road. It's a cash bar, light buffet. You can get tickets right now. Terry T Productions. Contact 443-953-1966. 443-953-1966. Also, Vicky V 202-674-3273. Visit Marshall's Music on 1945 West Pratt Street. Also, M&K Music Warehouse in Security Mall. It is going down this Saturday, the Sagittarius Takeover Part 2. It is from the Patapsco Arena. And like I said, Dougie Fresh going to be in the building, so you already know. All the old school folks know what time it is. And Grown and Sexy Valentine's Day Gala goes down Friday, February the 10th, 9 p.m. It is $75 per couple, $50 per single at the Cellar 2 in Parkville. That is 7631 Harford Road, as I said, in Parkville. Tickets can be purchased online via Cash App or Eventbrite. They're going to have a DJ, cash bar, on-site photography, dinner. It is a formal affair. So complimentary roses for the first 50 women. You want more information on the Grown and Sexy Valentine's Day Gala? Contact 443-453-8584. 443-453-8584. The Grown and Sexy Valentine's Day Gala. All right. So I'll be back here tomorrow, of course, 6 p.m. Miss any episodes of the show, all you have to do, very, very simple. On fire-tv.com. You can check up on us there. Anywhere you get your podcast, just search The Diamond K Show. You need to get in touch with me. Send me event flyers so I can plug them. djdiamondk@gmail.com. djdiamondk@gmail.com. Check us out on YouTube. Just search The Diamond K Show and stream all episodes of our programs live or on demand on fire-tv.com/watch. All right. It's been a lot of fun. And I will see you guys tomorrow.
Visit OnFireTV.com for live top stories, breaking news, and original shows.